My name is Joel Reyes, Developer Evangelist for Microsoft Public Sector. With me today is Nolan Jones. He's the Director of E-Government Innovation. And Nolan, I would like to know more about NIC and the focus that you guys have on e-government. Obviously, it's on your logo. And then, talk a little bit about mobility and some of the projects you guys are working on, specifically Most Wanted as well as RECOVERY.GOV.
Sure. NIC is a leading provider of e-government services in the United States. We provide services to over 3,000 different government entities. As part of that activity, we look at providing services across the board on different platforms, including mobile, which is growing in importance for government to communicate with citizens and government to government. Mobile is becoming a very important part of what NIC does for our government partners. And we look at a variety of different platforms out there to identify the best platforms for what our government partners want. And Microsoft is obviously a very trusted partner to government and a platform that many of our government partners feel very comfortable with. Therefore, it made perfect sense to look at the mobile developments that Microsoft has released with Windows Phone 7 for our government partners. We looked at, we've developed on a variety of different platforms, and Windows Phone 7 fit perfectly with what we wanted to do for our government partners, including developing a version of our Most Wanted app that provides information about most wanted individuals and missing children for the FBI on the platform to reach as broad an audience as possible, as well as develop a brand new app called RECOVERY.GOV that is only available on the Windows Phone 7 platform that we thought could leverage the new and exciting dynamics of that platform and present information in a completely different way for users of those devices. What
about new projects? What other applications are you guys working on?
So we're looking at just about everything imaginable under the sun to leverage mobile for. Some of the activities that we're currently working on the Windows Phone 7 platform include things like driver license wait times, looking at presenting just the general information from a state portal, as well as different services that make sense for individuals on the go that would like to interact with government on a mobile device. There's a desire for mobile applications at every level of government. Right now we're seeing the most pressing need is from government to citizen using mobile devices because of the rapid adoption of smartphone technology and the desire for individuals to connect at any time, at any place with government through a mobile device.
Right.
Any activity where a representative of government is out in the field makes total sense to consider a mobile device as a tool for providing that service.
With me now is Bob Sander. He's the Director of Development. Bob, tell me a little bit about your role and maybe talk a little bit about the architecture of the applications, touch on the data sources. That's important because, it's all about government data at this stage, so it pertains to open government. And I want to know a little bit about the experience that you have with development for Windows Phone.
Okay. Well, obviously, Windows Phone 7 is the new exciting platform that's available right now, so that factored into our decision, but also the fact that the tools are familiar to developers who are doing ASP.NET development already, which a lot of our developers are. And the ease of getting into that platform, the ease of use of the tools, for example, was a big factor in being able to get those things off the ground very quickly.
Could you tell me some of the specific features of the platform that you guys leverage in both Most Wanted as well as RECOVERY.GOV and maybe even some of the new development that's going on?
Specific features of the platform, well, we use Expression Blend, so we had a graphic designer who was able to get in and very easily interact with the development team to provide some of the animations and look and feel of the application. We used Bing Maps, of course, was very easy to integrate into the application. Silverlight underpinning everything, I think, was a major advantage in terms of being able to leverage existing code. So there's a lot of open source tools that you can get with Silverlight to do animations and things like that. We're able to easily bring those into the application. Microsoft Press published a lot of good documentation. There's a book by Charles Petzold that we read and studied to build the user interface. Team Foundation server we used extensively to help multiple developers work at the same time together and integrate their work. I mentioned Expression Blend, which our designer was able to work independently of the development team to build a lot of his work into the application. And then a lot of the animations that are built into the platform, such as the panorama view, were allowed us to build a very beautiful and rich user experience without a lot of extra work.
With me now is Sai Chow. He's the e-government innovation technology manager. And Sai, I want to find out more about Most Wanted.
The benefit of Most Wanted mobile application is that it's allowing citizens to having the ability to see the top 10 most wanted person by the FBI on their palm of their hands versus going to see a poster at the post office or see it at a gas station. So right now when they see somebody that might be suspicious, they can see it right off their hands and then see and submit a tip right there on their mobile device. Most Wanted has been downloaded more than 800,000 times for all the platforms that is available right now, and it's both nationally and internationally.
Let me do a demonstration here for you. We'll open the app here. As you can see, the first screen that we load up is the Flickr feed from RECOVERY.GOV. This is live photos from citizens uploading to the RECOVERY.GOV Flickr account, and we pull them directly in real time, and we can pull up any number of photos, and we kind of gave you a summary view of the latest ones, and we can just tap on one and open it up, and if you like the item, you can actually have a feature here that you can mark it that you like the items, and you have the ability to actually share the item through email or a number of other social media. And you can see that we use the panorama view to really create this beautiful app, and using the flow that Windows Phone 7 have provided on the components that it provided. In the next screen here we have the latest news feed from RECOVERY.GOV, and that you can scroll through the latest news, and also have the ability to share it through email or a number of different ways you can share it with your friends or your families. The next one here is really cool. Is the Near Me feature. It has the ability to use your current location to find projects near you. Or you can enter a zip code. I got one here already entered in. It's now 90210. I think we're all familiar with that zip code here. So let's go to Find Project, and once we look up the projects from the RECOVERY.GOV data in real time again, and we can actually pull it up in the map. Some of these projects all happened around the very similar areas, so they're all marked in the same place. So this is one in this example, and we tap on the item, it actually listed the details of the items. That really wraps it up for the RECOVERY.GOV. Thank you.